Alright guys, Mr. G back with more Crossout, and I have to say the latest Brawl with the latest patch is perhaps the best Brawl by Targem. They listen to you guys, and not only do we get one tank, we get 5 military themed vehicles to choose from. And just like the last seasonal Brawls, this thing is going to allow us to unlock a number of decor items that will be tied to your point or skill ranking that you unlock throughout the course of this Brawl. So if you're new to Crossout and you haven't done any of these, they can be quite a bit of fun. This one's called Winter Mayhem, and we've got a whole string of things you can unlock, from a sticker to some standard tank decor items, a horn, tactical birch, some new paint, and some even really high level paints, and what appear to be some funky hubcaps. Now what you're going to want to do is go ahead and go click on events. This will be right near events, and go ahead and fire up the Brawl mode. We're going to go through each vehicle today, starting with the Scout. This will be the most popular option for new players, as it's really easy to aim, fire, and shoot. You've got decent mobility, and you've got some okay durability. It's going to have 2 auto cannons on there for you, and you're going to be able to fire away like nobody's business. Now, like other Brawls in the past, they've done some changes to weapon damage and durability of some parts, so you may be thinking, wow, that didn't blow up as fast as it usually did, or wow, that blew up much faster than I'm used to. That's because Targem does some tweaking for gameplay when it comes to Winter Mayhem Brawls. Oh dude, come on, just let me finish shooting in the face here, friend. These modes are a lot of fun. I'm going to say the best way to rank up is to group up with some friends of decent skill. If you can use voice chat over Discord, that will obviously help you out. If you're looking for friends to play with, I have the largest Crossout active Discord out there. You can find a link in the description of this video. Join up, head down to Crossout General, and ask if anybody's looking to grind some points in Winter Mayhem, and I'm sure you can pick up a friend or two. We also have a couple of voice chat channels you guys can jump in and grab. Next up, we've got MORTORMAN, perhaps my favorite because it's got an ice box with 2 crickets on top. You're able to drive around with a decent amount of speed and do decent DPS from mid-range, close range, and of course especially long range, which uses that cricket damage bonus at range. Although we are going to get shot in the face here in a minute by the sniper if we're not careful, which you'll notice is running a Typhoon, which is an awesome way for you guys to try out a relic weapon in PvP. One of the other cool things is this uses a new map. It's this massive map made specifically for this Brawl, and it feels huge. This is the closest I felt to ever playing War Thunder in Crossout. So you've got 3 cap points that you have to capture, and this is a lot different than regular PvP. Is you get respawns, and the first team to get 50 points wins. Capturing each point is going to incrementally unlock more points for you. And also, if you're more into tanks, we're going to be looking at the TANKMAN next. This is going to be the build that has the most durability. You're going to have the elephant there. It's okay. It does alright. It's the most traditional of all the builds. It reminds me a lot of the Winter Mayhem that we had before, although without the giant fuel tank that explodes in the back if you shoot it. You'll notice that the enemy weapons seem to take a lot more hits before they blow up, especially the elephant when you're firing it out of tank builds. But it does play well, and it is a fun build. Really like what they've done with a lot of the tank decor items over the past few years, giving us more options to build realistic World War II looking vehicles. This may be the only time in Crossout you actually ever get to play with realistic looking vehicles fighting against each other, versus what we know on the Wasteland is realistic and functional in the Wasteland, and Crossout isn't always the most beautiful. I do feel like I'm playing War Thunder or World of Tanks for a bit, until the physics reminds me that it's Crossout and I'm just bouncing around like nobody's business, like my tank only weighs 10 pounds, when in reality it should be 60 tons. But that's Crossout for you. Let's shoot this guy in the face, and let's move on to the sniper. Now this will be maybe the only option that many of you are ever going to get to use the Typhoon, which is the ultimate weapon in Crossout. This is a relic fixed angle cannon that stuns a target after hitting it. This thing has been nerfed 5 times and still remains the most effective weapon in Clan Wars in high tier Crossout combat, And if you're thinking, hey, I want to try that out, that'd be fun, well then roll the sniper. One of the things you will notice though is that only 3 players are allowed to choose any one type of build at any one time. So if you're not careful and you don't load up your build quick enough, someone else might beat you to it. Although I noticed at the bronze level, most new players tend to go for the scout. Not my personal choice, but it is the best one for speed. Now the sniper has 2 scopes on it, so you do have the option to zoom in from 2 sides. By 2 sides, I mean if one gets blown off, you've still got the other one. You'll see a lot of use of Steppenwolf parts in all of these. Dude, don't shoot me. Don't do that. Don't do that. Can we blow this guy's weapons off? No, we can't. And last but not least, we have the Cannoneer. And I am absolutely terrible with mandrakes, but this is one of the better options you're able to do because there's 2 legendary weapons on this thing. You get 2 drakes, you get a decent amount of hit points, you get a decent amount of speed, and it's a huge map, which means that the mandrake is going to play extremely well, especially as you have 3 capture points that you want to deny the enemy from capturing. Spamming fiery death from across the map is an excellent option. This will be a good time to master your Drake skills. So big thank you to Tarjum for making a game mode that lets players try out different playstyles and different weapons and is a little bit different. Well done listening to the community there, guys. But the biggest thing you can do to do well in this Brawl mode is to be a team player, play in a group, get friends, help each other out, and communicate. That's it for this one, guys. Next up, we'll be checking out the Annihilator because they buffed that thing. Like and subscribe for all things Crossout. I'm going to catch you guys later. Mr. G out.